I shut down a project that made complete sense on paper, but felt completely wrong while building it. Here's why I abandoned my podcast to Clips idea. I guess it was a learning lesson. Let me first explain you about the idea. The idea was simple. You take long podcasts, convert them into short viral clips for YouTube Shorts, Reels, and TikTok. Definitely a huge market, growing demand, tons of creators, and yet I quit. Now, why? Reason number one, the manual work was not fun. I thought I could, power through all the early manual work. I had just built a basic landing website where I could get people's emails and like the videos that they want to send. And I thought like I would be able to clip the podcast, choose the moments, add captions. But I completely dreaded even opening the project. I guess if you hate the work before scale, automation won't save you. Reason number two, I wasn't an expert and also not the user. This one seems really obvious to me right now, but at the time I used to think that how difficult it could be to make some shots, right? But apparently I wasn't an expert. I wasn't good at clipping. I didn't intuitively know what makes a moment viral. Every decision felt forced, slow, and second guessed. I guess that's a sign that you're building in a space that you don't understand. So I definitely was not an expert. And also, I don't run a podcast. I don't know how short form clips can help in terms of growth. So whatever I was building or thinking of building was going to be a guess. I wasn't solving my own pain. Reason number three, and this one's pretty different from like pretty contrarian from what people tell you, but I wasn't excited about the MVP. People tell you that your MVP should be like something as simple as possible so you can test it as quickly as possible, and I agree. I guess I agree to all of that, but in this particular instance, like just making a card website and just not working on it at all, kind of made me question about the MVP a lot. Like I always thought that why would anybody do this? Like it's really, when there are so many tools, when there are so many other alternatives, why would anybody give me a chance? Because I wasn't proud about what I was building, right? So yeah, that was something that really hampered my mindset while building this. Reason number four, this one's pretty obvious and I should have worked on it, but heavy competition and zero research. I jumped in because I felt like, oh my god, this is a good idea, it could make a lot of money, and I'm sure there are so many problems with the existing ones. But I then realized that most of the people who are doing podcasts right now already have an app that they can use. I'm sure there is no automated way to do that, but the features that I wanted to add were very like optional, were nice to haves, but they already had apps that worked very well. And for editing apps, even I feel like once I'm stuck to this one particular app, I would go and use that more often rather than trying to switch between different apps. So I guess there was a lot of competition, and I did zero research on how I could build a differentiated product. So I just felt like this is a good idea, and I just went for it. But I guess like some kind of research on what the existing things are, some kind of uh, basic knowledge about competition is really important. Otherwise, you just end up getting discouraged by the other products out there, and it leads you to build something which you are not sure of. So, yeah, that was reason number four. Reason number five, and this one's a little weird when I started first experiencing it, but the success of it didn't make me happy. Honestly, I don't mean success like I had loads and loads of users, obviously, but I reached out to a lot of people, a lot of creators. When I say a lot, I don't mean like 100 200 people, obviously. I just mean like 20ish people, And of that, out of them, around 2 3 people replied and wanted to help me, and like were able to like send me one of the videos, and um, wanted me to make shorts out of it. But honestly, it didn't make me happy. Like, I never believed in the product, I never believed I could change something here. And when someone even said like, okay, I could use something like this, I felt nothing. There was no excitement, there was no motivation. And I guess that was my cue to like walk away. I dreaded it. I didn't feel like it made me happy. And the last reason, which is the real reason, no founder product fit. Like, this one feels weird to admit, but this was the biggest one. Even if it worked, I couldn't imagine doing this for years. The market is probably valid, the problem is definitely real. I'm just probably not the right person to solve it. I didn't feel for it. That's when I realized this wasn't an idea problem, this was a me problem. I mean, of course, the idea was also out, like, done a lot, there was a lot of competition, but if I was really passionate about it, I could definitely build something in this space. But yeah, turns out I'm just not the right person to solve it. So I felt really horrible killing this project. I felt like, should I do it? I just kept on thinking about it for days. But I guess at some point I started understanding that quitting wasn't failure, it was progress. Because I was finally admitting to the fact that this project is probably not for me. It's not something that I would enjoy, it's not something that I can build, it's not suited for me. And I think killing this project made space for something better. So yeah, I'm now working on a different project which I'm much more excited about, which I am a user of, and I feel that problem each and every day. So yeah, I feel like it did lead me to something. It did make me understand what I was missing here, and I think that's progress. If you're also working on something and feel this way, it's okay to quit. I would love for you to, tell me, have you ever abandoned a project that didn't make sense, and like, or it made sense in the conventional way, but it started not making sense for you at some point? I guess we should always celebrate failures, because that's how we reach towards our final success or something like it. Yeah, thank you so much for listening. And if this was, if this helped you quit something or like just move towards a better space, I would love to know about that. Thank you so much.